Hi, we're at Campbellsville University in Campbellsville, Kentucky. We're trying to get people's opinions on child labor in Cambodia. Alright, I'm just going to ask you this question. Have you ever shopped or heard of any of these companies like Nike, Abercrombie?
Yes, I've heard of it.
And what do you know about child labor?
Just that to work underage children and take advantage of them for the benefit of profit.
Exactly, okay. More than 115 million children worldwide are subject to the worst forms of child labor, and the United States is the largest overseas market for Cambodian products. All these things just come to direct use the United States. That's 97% of what we import from Cambodia. So chances are, a lot of our imports are from child labor.
So we're buying products that child labor is making, right?
Exactly. And these are some of the other things that we get from Cambodia, like shrimp, tobacco, bricks, gems, all used, and child labor is used to get them. 52% of Cambodian children, 5 to 14, are involved in this labor. Now, what do you think about child labor? What do you think about that?
I think as Americans we should know what companies are using child labor and boycott those products.
Exactly right. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Alright, have you ever heard of any of these companies like Nike, Abercrombie, Nestle Chocolate, Victoria's Secret?
Yes.
Okay, now what do you know about child labor?
There's actually, well, in high school I had like a history class, and we learned about it in my history class.
Yeah. Good. More than 115 million children worldwide are subject to the worst forms of child labor, and the United States is the largest overseas market for this product. So 97% of all the stuff we take in is probably made by child laborers. Now I'm going to show you these pictures, and you just tell me what you think about these. These are children in Cambodia doing all this work in labor. You see how little they are?
Yeah, that hurts.
No, I bet. And so this is just some of the stuff that we get from Cambodia: gems, coal, bricks, tobacco, and 52% of Cambodian children ages 5 to 14 are involved in all this labor. So what do you think you wish you could change about child labor?
I wish that, like, first of all, I wish it wouldn't even be set in stone, because it's hard to see young kids even out there doing the hard work when they should be in school. So it's just sad to see kids working for something that we're paying to get. So it's just
great insight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm ready. Okay, have you ever heard of any of these companies like Gap, Victoria's Secret, Toys R Us, Jamboree, Nike? Right, have you shopped at any of them?
Not at any of the places, but I got their stuff at Walmart or places
like that. Okay. What do you know about child labor?
I've seen it in action when I was in Thailand and in Sumatra, and it's an ugly thing.
So you've seen this before. Okay, as you probably know, more than 115 million children worldwide are subject to all of this types of labor. The United States is the largest overseas market for Cambodian products specifically. That means 97% of what we get is from Cambodia, which is probably
straight from child labor.
These children. So these are just some of the things that we've noticed come directly from Cambodia, like fish, rubber, gems, and coal. And 52% of Cambodian children, 5 to 14, are involved in this economic labor. Do you know how much these children earn, or what do you think?
Less than $1 a week, I'm guessing.
Exactly, you're right. Less than $1 a day for over 48 hours a week. What do you wish you could do to change about child labor?
Honestly, I feel called to teaching overseas myself, and so speak against those practices.
Wow, that's great.
Support people who do the same.
Okay, thank you. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions. Have you ever shopped or heard of places like Nike, Abercrombie & Fitch, The Gap? Yes. Okay, do you know anything about child labor?
Some.
Yes.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, okay. Well, more than 115 million children worldwide are subject to this child labor, and the United States is the largest overseas market for Cambodian products, which is a huge child labor user. 97% of the United States products are brought in from Cambodia, so products like bricks, shrimp, tobacco are all probably imported with the use of child labor. And 52% of Cambodian children ages 5 to 14 are involved in this. How much do you think these children earn per hour for all this work that they do? $1 a day, and they work over 40 hours a week. Is there anything that you wish you could change about child labor?
I think that's right.
I mean, these are kids younger than you, working and doing all this, and they're made to do this for less than $1 a day. Can you imagine if you had to do that stuff? No, it's kind of scary, huh? So, what do you think you wish you could do about it?
I think we should stop it.
We should. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Virgil Ficus tea.
All right. Have you ever heard of any organizations such as Hershey's, Victoria's
Yes,
Secret?
yes.
Yes?
But I'm not allowed to confess that one.
Okay. Have you ever shopped there?
No, honestly I haven't.
Okay. What do you know about child labor?
Well, I know that was outlawed in America around the turn of the century to, give kids an opportunity to get an education rather than just being put through a labor mill kind of thing.
Exactly. Okay, more than 115 million children worldwide are subject to the worst forms of child labor, and the United States is the largest overseas market for Cambodian products. Over 97% of our imports come from Cambodia.
Really?
Yes.
In any particular area, like clothing or?
A lot of textiles and apparel. So things like tobacco, shrimp, salt, all this apparel that you have from these companies are probably coming from Cambodia, which has a lot of child labor. What do you think about that?
Tobacco's coming from Cambodia? Really? What do I think about what?
What do you think about a lot of our imports coming from Cambodia that has a lot of child labor?
Well, I know it's one of those things where you got to decry the methods, and if it's a sweatshop kind of a thing, and forcing kids to labor, probably their own government would say something like, "Well, at least we got jobs." I don't know. It's an imperfect world, so that's a part of the imperfect in our world, I guess.
These kids are working for probably $1 a day and working 43 hours a week. So, is there anything you wish you could change about child labor?
Well, it'd be nice if every country would have, some kind of regulations in place to allow kids to be able to pursue education. But I know there's different steps along the process to improving their own culture, their civilization, if you will. And so hopefully that'll be a step along the way that gets addressed. But I know it's a process. We can't instantaneously, quote unquote, Americanize other countries, but we certainly want people anywhere else in the world to have the same opportunities we have, not to just be, subject to that kind of labor condition.
So if you're about to buy a shirt and you notice the tag said made in Cambodia, would you think anything else of that, or think twice about buying it? Or?
I'm probably just that oblivious. I'd just probably go ahead and buy it. I don't know that I have anything from Cambodia, but I don't know that I don't. I haven't looked at my shoes. But you mentioned Nike. Is that New Balance? They may be New Balance right next door to Nike. I don't know. But
True.
How about my shirt? Look at the CU shirt. Tell me if if Campbellsville's sporting Cambodian shirts.
No, we're in Honduras.
It's muy bien, gracias.
All right. Thank you for talking with us.
What's this going to be for?
Some questions, and then they're just going to videotape it. Is that okay?
I don't wish.
Well, we're just going to start. It's just about child labor, so children working, So we'll just see how it goes. Okay. All right. Have you ever shopped at Nike, Abercrombie? Have you heard of Hershey Chocolate or any of those places?
The Gap.
Gap. Okay. Do you know anything about child labor?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Well, just to give you some insight, more than 115 million children are subject to the worst forms of child labor. This means they might be trafficked into, the sex industry, or they're made to do physical labor. Like, these are some pictures of little kids that they have doing this work. The United States, they intake a lot of the products that these children are forced to make. So 97% of our clothing and things like that are made by these little children. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, 90% of the United States imports from Cambodia.
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of our shirts and things, they're made by children in Cambodia.
Well, I think it cannot be helped because it's kind of pity,
Kind of pity?
but without this percentage, they have no job. They cannot live. I used to live Vietnam. I visited Vietnam for 3 weeks, and then children don't have good clothes, like really dirty, even if the city side. So
you think it's better for them to have some sort of job, basically? Yeah. Okay. Let me get this. These children are working for about an hour, or for about $1 a day, which is really low compared to how much we get paid. So do you think there's anything you would change about child labor, or do you think that it is necessary?
I think it's necessary.
You think it is? Great. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Have you ever shopped or heard of these places? Abercrombie & Fitch, Gap, Nike, Hershey Chocolate, Victoria's Secret? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know anything about child labor?
Not really. I mean, I know you just give birth to a child.
Okay. Well, we're talking about children working for little wages. And so they're making some of these clothing and some of these things that we get in the United States, and they're just working. See, here's some pictures of these kids forced to work. More than 115 million children worldwide are subject to having to work like this. In the United States, we import a lot of the things from Cambodia that children are probably making and forced to make. And the children, they work for under $1 a day. So what do you think about that?
That they shouldn't be working.
They should probably be in school or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these are just some of the things that the United States gets from Cambodia, who use a lot of child labor. Like a lot of our gyms, coal, rubber, fish, bricks, and a lot of these clothings made by these companies. So is there anything you would like to change about this? Or do you agree or disagree with child labor?
I mean, I don't think they should be working right now. Like, I don't know, we should do something about this to change this.
Great. Thank you.